40 Rules of Love, Part 58. Shams, Konya, January 12, 46. Bad mouthing one another is second nature to many people. I heard the rumors about me ever since I came to Konya. There have been so many of them. It doesn't surprise me, although it clearly says in the Quran that slandering is one of the gravest sins ever. Most people make hardly any effort to avoid it. They always condemn those who drink wine or are on the lookout for adulterous women to stone. But when it comes to gossiping, which is a far more serious sin in the eyes of God, they take no notice of any wrongdoing. All of this reminds me of a story. One day a man came running to a Sufi and said, panting, "Hey, there are carrying trays, look over there." The Sufi answered calmly, "What is it to us? Is it any of my business?" "But they are taking those trays to your house," the man exclaimed. "Then is it any of your business?" the Sufi said. Unfortunately, people always watch the trays of others. Instead of minding their own business, they pass judgment on other people. It never ceases to amaze me the things they fabricate. Their imagination knows no limits when it comes to suspicion and slander. Apparently, there are people in this town who believe that I am the secret commander of assassins. Some go so far as to claim that I am the son of the last Ismaili Imam of Alamut. They say I am so skilled in black magic and witchcraft that whomever I curse will die on the spot. Some others even make the outrageous accusations that I have put a spell on Rumi. Just make sure he doesn't break the spell, I force him to drink snake soup every day at dawn. When I hear such nonsense, I laugh and walk away. What else is there to do? What harm comes to a dervish from the soreness of others? If the whole world were swallowed by the sea, what would it matter to a duck? Nevertheless, I can see that the people around me are worried, particularly Sultan Walid. He is such a bright young man. I'm sure someday soon he will become his father's right hand. And then there is Kimia, sweet Kimia. She too seems concerned. But the worst thing about the gossip is that Rumi gets his share of vilification. Unlike me, he isn't used to being bad-mouthed by others. It torments me to see him distressed over the words of ignorant people. Malona has immense beauty inside. I, on the other hand, have both beauty and ugliness. It is easier for me to deal with the ugliness of others than it is for him. But how can an erudite scholar who is used to having serious conversations and logical conclusion handle the claptrap of ignorant people? No wonder the Prophet Muhammad said, "In this world, take pity on three kinds of people: the rich man who has lost his fortune, the well-respected man who has lost his respectability, and the wise man who is surrounded by ignorance." And yet I can't help thinking that there could be some good for Rumi in all this. Slander is a hurtful, albeit necessary, element in Rumi's inner transformation. His whole life he has been admired, respected, and imitated, having a reputation beyond reproach. He doesn't know how it feels to be misunderstood and criticized by others, nor has he been pestered by the sort of vulnerability and loneliness that one feels from time to time. His ego has not been bruised, not even slightly damaged, by other people. But he needs that. As harmful as it is, being slandered is ultimately good for one on the path. It is rule number 30. The true Sufi is such that even when he is unjustly accused, attacked, and condemned from all sides, he patiently endures, uttering not a single bad word about any of his critics. A Sufi never apportions blame. How can there be opponents or rival or even others when there is no self in the first place? How can there be anyone to blame when there is only one?